Times a rock, what's it gonna be? Rock, paper, scissors, and 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I got that song stuck in my head. It's the anime I'm watching lately. So, two anime reviews. I said I was gonna do it yesterday. I didn't do it because I was too busy watching anime, and then I had some sleeping problems. But might as well do it. It's 1 a.m. here, so I'm wide awake, and I've got a lot of stuff on my mind about these two animes that are in the title screen. We're gonna first start off with the first anime, which is Toradora. I don't know, but one of the characters' name is the tiger, and she falls in love with the dragon. The problem with this anime is the fact that it has the same issue as Kanon and a bunch of other animes that are like this. A love thing where you don't know what happens to the characters after they fall in love. I gave it a 7 because of the fact that to my opinion, it has its issues. I mean, they don't figure it out until like the last two episodes, which pissed me off. But it also has issues when it comes to comedy wise. Comedy wise, it has its good intentions. I have no problem with comedy. Romance, they should have done a little bit better by planting the seeds and stuff. But the main issue with this anime, well, first off, I can't pronounce it because I'm a dumbass, but the main issue with this anime is the fact that it has its flaws and stuff. Some of the soundtrack, like for example, like they both fall in love with different people that are the other person's friend. Like for example, Tiger falls in love with her future boyfriend, which she falls in love with his friend, and he falls in love with her friend, even though they all four know each other right from the get go. That's what is irritating me. I also get irritated with some of the side characters that have no growth development. I mean, there's another fourth character, but she's just there to make sure that everyone's happy. Although she makes more problems of the situation as a whole, and that's what the problem with that problem is. The main issue is the fact that it has the groundwork for it, but it doesn't do a very good job when it comes to the romance stuff. Because of the fact that drama is completely top notch. I'll give it a 10. But I knock it off because the comedy I'll give the comedy a 9 because sometimes it's there. And the romance, probably another 9. That's why I knock it off. The only reason why I also knock it off is because there's only one soundtrack that I like, and that's the issue with the anime as a whole. I can't pronounce it. I apologize in advance. It'll be in the title and description down below. So yeah. Now then, that's a 3-minute review of an anime that I kind of enjoy. I gave it a 7. If I didn't, I'll probably knock it down to a 7. It's not the best, but I guarantee you it's definitely not the worst anime I've ever watched. Now, the second anime is Shiki. Now then, when it comes to Shiki, it's a mysterious anime? Yes. No, it's not. Because they say it's mysterious, and they say it's a suspense. That's what I saw in the genre theaters. Suspense? It's not fucking suspense, because the fact of the matter is that the people that are dying, you already know they're gonna fucking die because they're too in denial of the fucking vampires attacking. I mean, seriously. Vampires, when it comes to the vampire genre aspect, that I give it a 10 because the fact of the matter is that the vampires are fucking creepy when you first see them. But like that, with that being said, though, they're not as horror. See, this is a vampire mysterious suspense vampire genre. Vampire gets a 10, and mysterious. It doesn't really make it more mysterious because the fact of the matter is that the vampires are pretty. They are pretty logical because of the fact that you already know that you already know who is a vampire because they have no fucking eyes. Okay, and that makes it a lot less more creepy. The only problem is that, well, first off, one of the main characters dies right off the gate because no one likes her and she hates her friends, even though they're her friends. Her best friend survives the whole fucking thing with her brother, and that's it. Other than those two, the only other person that survives is the doctor. Those are the only two people that survive. Okay, that's the I'm just giving the spoilers out of the way. Those are the only three characters that survive. And the only reason why the brother and her friend and her brother survive is because of a person that was already dead, and he turned into a vampire, and he put them into a hospital in the next town. So that's why they get to survive. My problem with Shishiki is the fact that it's not. Uh, how do I put this in a way where you can understand me? A lot of people say this is one of the best horror animes ever. I don't believe that. There's only one scene that was not kind of scary, but not to my opinion. It was actually kind of gruesome. It was when the first character dies. She turns into a vampire, and then she tries to escape from the field, from the village, and then her arm gets stuck into one of the farmers' tractors because they're trying to kill her. Because once they figure out because the first main character that dies at the vampire from the people is the lady, the big giant lady with the big boobs. Okay, she's the first one to die because she is technically a vampire, and they figure out because she was stupid enough to go to the shrine, even though she thought that the doctor was being controlled by her, which he wasn't because he got bitten by another vampire in that perspective or something like that. So the doctor's working with one of the vampires, which the vampire that he's working with knows he wants to die. He doesn't want to deal with it. I understand that, and he actually commits suicide by blowing himself with a stick of dynamite so he could kill one of the main characters of this show. That he was the one who orchestrated the whole fucking thing. As for everyone else, she dies by getting her hand caught in. Her hand gets crushed. Her arm actually gets crushed by a tractor, and then another tractor runs over her fucking head. Even though she can't die from it, so she's still moving around, and then they stick her. While she's running away, though, she is like telling everyone that she wants to move out of the movie, move out into the big city. She won't cause any harm. And then she's like crying because she hates this fucking village. Bitch, you should have left before you turn into a fucking vampire. What do you expect's gonna fucking happen? And the fact that you're already fucking dead. Okay? I don't get why the fuck you don't care if you fucking die again. You died once. Because you're a stupid fucking idiot. See, the people that die, I had no sympathy for because of the fact that they deserved to die and they didn't understand what the fuck the situation was. Except the first character. But then again, when she died the second time, I had no sympathy for her because she deserves to die because she's a fucking vampire. And yeah. But the main issue I have with the anime, because I gave it a 5 out of 10. Shishiki gets a 5 out of 10. The horror aspect, not so much, because to my opinion, and everyone says this is the best horror anime for like a while, since, I don't know, like Alpha Lad or something like that. But it's not that scary to my opinion, because the people that died deserve to die because they were too fucking stupid to realize that this wasn't a fucking disease because they're a bunch of fucking idiots. And two, when they do see the fucking characters that look like vampires, they just think that, oh, it must be condition where they have no eyeballs. Bitch, if someone had no fucking eyeballs, then why the fuck you should have your brain processed, because that's your first red flag that something's not right with these fucking people. I mean, seriously, if someone walked up to you and have no eyeballs, you'll ask them why. That does not apply to these fucking people because the fact of the matter is that they say they don't even have the knowledge or the brain to fulfill this. The only characters that actually do something are the characters that are trying to believe that this is happening, or they're just plain fucking stupid. I mean, whatever. But yeah. As for the plot, there's only three characters that survive that are main characters. Everyone else dies or turns into a vampire. The monk kills the big guy who's trying to kill the main vampire, which makes no goddamn sense because the main vampire is a little girl, and to be frankly honest with you, she's the best character in the whole anime series, in the whole anime, which is kind of weird because she's supposed to be the villain, but I have a lot more sympathy towards her as a vampire than any other vampire in the fucking in the whole entire fucking anime. All the other vampires deserve to fucking die because they're a bunch of fucking idiots, or they just don't give a flying fuck what the fuck they're doing. Like for example, this fucking jackass. I mean, one of the main characters dies because he gets shot by a human because he's being controlled by one of the characters that's going against him, even though he knows he's gonna fucking die. Okay, that's the main issue with that anime. Okay, I was gonna make this anime review a lot more bigger, but the fact of the matter is the fact that the anime as a whole has its issues. I guarantee you that. That anime has its issues. Shiki gets a 5 out of 10 because it's not that scary, and whoever dies and you think you have sympathy for, it's thrown out the window because they're not connecting the fucking dots because they're a bunch of fucking idiots. I mean, the only other character that I liked was the nurse that helped the doctor, even though she dies as well because she turns into a vampire. But when she does turn into a vampire, she doesn't want to suck anyone else's blood. And the fact that she's the main reason why one of the nurses did not die in the anime because of that reason. And she's actually a really nice character. I wish she survived because she was nice, and the fact she had a bigger rack too. That's probably the other reason why I wanted her to live. But, she died, and she was the other good character. Other than that, though, I didn't like it one bit. I mean, the main character is the vampire girl that's a little girl. She survives because the monk drives her out of the village, and they start a new life. There's 2 special episodes, but I'm not going to watch it because the fact of the matter is I didn't really like the anime as a whole. I do recommend it for vampire fans, but other than that, though, I don't think it's fucking scary. I'd rather watch fucking Dead Man Wonderland, because even though I still think that's an action-packed anime, at least it had some moments where it's like, what the fuck am I watching? Even Blood Sea. Even though Blood Sea, I didn't think it was scary. It was just fucked up and everyone's dying left and right. That's the only problem with Blood Sea. Now then, back to the other anime. The other anime issue is the fact that, how do I put this in a way where you understand? The other issue is the fact that one of the main characters likes the dragon, okay? And if the title of the anime, you'll understand why. The main issue with the anime is that she likes the dragon, or what the fuck his name is. I forget what it is. But the problem with her is the fact that she should have told him that she liked her before she saw Tiger crying because she likes him. That's the whole issue with that problem. And the other issue I have with it, and that's the main reason why I gave it a 7, is because of the fact that the problem with the fucking narrative is the fact that she got rejected from the boy that she liked 5 episodes in. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? She gets rejected right off the gate, and then she has the audacity just to keep chasing him, even though she stops chasing him at around episode 20, 15, 20, somewhere in that range. Between episode 15 and episode 20, that's when they changed it because I knew that she was changing her mind that she liked the other main character because of the fact that the theme song kind of gave it away, opening theme song, because he changed it, and one of the characters, the character that she liked was not in the opening. It was just the three girls and him. So that's why I gave it a 7. And the only reason why I'm giving it a 7 is because of the fact that the comedy's good. I really like the comedy. Some of it was good and blah blah. Alright, so yeah, this review is those two animes. Now then, with that being said, tomorrow I probably will finish up that 2-minute anime, and boy, I have a lot of shit to say about that one. I might do that on a single review because it deserves my attention because of the fact that how fucking random it is. Also, the other two animes I'm going to be reviewing is the basketball anime, which, if you didn't watch my last video, I went on a rant because of that anime. I managed to make it to the second season, but I have to skip the first episodes of the second season because I've already watched it. With that being said, though, the other anime is just as random as fucking Pony Pony Dash and fucking Lucky Star. But at least Lucky Star and Pony Pony Dash has at least something. But I'll get to that anime when I get a chance. But Shiki gets a 5 out of 10. The other one gets a 7 out of 10. The problem with the animes I'm watching now, I need to get you guys to help me out find more anime to watch. Because most of the anime I'm watching now it's either too boring to watch or it's just plain fucked up. I mean, the fucked up anime is the basketball anime. Oh my god. It's like, for example, I might go on another rant now because of the fact that the basketball anime has comedy in it, it's sports, it has one other one. The other genre that the basketball anime has is the same genre that one genre that High School DxD has, and that's Ichi. Why the fuck would you put Ichi where most of the girls, all 5 girls, are fucking elementary school kids, and one of them has big boobs? That is like, what the fuck are you doing, Japan? I might go in bigger details of that anime, and you boy, I have a lot to say about that one. But other than that, though, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, morning, night, what the fuck time zone it is. I don't fucking know. Leave a comment section down below what anime I should watch next, because I'm starting to lose my fucking mind with the anime I'm watching now. But yeah, I wanted to do at first, before I end the video, because I'm going to stop at 20 minutes no matter what. The main issue with the main issue is the fact that I was going to do this tomorrow, and I was just going to review 5 animes in a row, but I'm like, I can't do that because I've got too much on my mind of the other 2 animes I need to stay before I forget about it, because the other 3 animes I'm watching are pretty weird, messed up, and just plain fucking random. But yeah, I always try to watch sports animes because it's like the only genre of anime that I kind of get no matter what sport it is, because I'm a sports fanatic. Comedy is also up there. Horror. I finished Shiki, but I don't think it's scary. It's not scary in my opinion. That's the first time I did. Maybe it's because I'm getting better at it. Maybe it's because I'm not talking directly to the screen. Hopefully you guys can hear what I'm saying. Pretty good. But yeah. I hope you guys have a nice positive day. Take care.